Alas, a new day is upon us. How is everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Hang on a second. My shit's tripping. Hold on. I gotta change one of the backgrounds because it's not correct. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now it's working. Again, I had a monitor situation and I got a new monitor and nothing's been right since. And I knew this was going to happen, but that's okay. Glad to see everybody. How y'all doing? I'm Carolina Keith. Some people call me Professor Keith. I prefer Keith or Simp. Either way, I'm glad to see you. Glad to see y'all here. If you would do me a favor, real quick like or real slow like, however, go hit like. There are 35 people in here. Everybody go hit like. Also, if you would, subscribe. Why? Why do I say subscribe? Well, if you subscribe, then you won't miss what we do. Also, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we gonna do some shit. Okay. I don't want anybody to miss this stuff. I want everybody to see as much as you can. I want everybody to see as much as possible. And because of that, it requires you to be here. Okay. I like it when people watch back live later. That's fine. But hey, man, as many people that we can get to show up would be better. So we're going to talk about Ethereum tonight. We're going to do some legacy coins. I want to talk a little bit more about lingo like we did last Tuesday. I got some more stuff I want to talk to you about and explain some stuff. Then we get into the market in general, little by little, and dabble around and see what we got, okay? Let's see who all's in here first. Say hey to everybody. Ron Poteet, good to see you. Big Dicks. I said Dicks, not Dicks. Raging Beagle, what's up, my friend? Felix, good to see you, brother. Glad to see you for the... I'm not sure if you're new here or not. Ultralink 1001. Look at this guy pulling a Mr. Deeds reference. Bro, you like it? Sneaky, sneaky, sir. Very, very sneaky, sir. Matthew Moore, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Gauthier, the French assassin. What's up, brother? Greg White. MPS, what's up, dude? Big Country. I like that name. Silberto, good to see you. Educated Dummy. Got the glass out, bro. That's right. We'll go over what I'm drinking here in a minute. Stefan, good to see you. Bernie, like Bernie. I do it like Bernie. Existence, good to see you. Brett Walker, Bill Esch, Juan Pablo, Gaglig Big. I'm never sure if I'm ever saying that right. It just sounds right. Danny Deep Pockets Carney, good to see you, brother. Ali, he's smiling like a son bitch, I bet. That's how Ali does it. Mullet, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, brother. Pepper, good to see Pepper. Bottom Feeder, what's up? Shorty Goosemon, that's an awesome name, dude. That's an everyday awesome name if I've ever heard one. YMC Crypto, Young Money Crypto. Will you not chart a certain coin on YouTube anymore either? No, I will not. We're just going to move away from it. It brings nothing but drama. And because of that, it's super frustrating. I can't deal with it without constantly getting hate. It's overwhelming amounts of hate. So much so it makes me not want to look at certain things. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to allow people to stress me out like that. So I just simply remove the problem. Okay. MPS, good to see you. John Martin. Bill Childers, what's up, Bill? Angel, good to see you. Ryan Rogers, what's up, brother? Mootlu, good to see you. T-Dub, what's up, Danny? David Savino, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Miss Beverly, Isham, Papa Nick, what's up, brother? The Mayor, good to see the Mayor. Jim Slim Shady, that's a badass name. That's awesome, dude. Decline Allard, probably not correct, but it felt right. Truth Talker, thank you, brother. All right, Gordon, what's up, dude? Glad to see you. So that's enough talk. Let's get into it. What am I drinking tonight? Well, I've got a combination. I'm still rocking with the Blackback Honey Rye. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's worth the money. Got a little moonshine. Okay, got a little moonshine here. Drinking on it first, and if worse comes to worse, I still got my Jameson Black over here. I really, really like the Jameson Black. I'm gonna fool around a little bit with the other stuff first, though. Let me get my big metal balls out here. Yes, big metal balls. I have big metal balls to put in my whiskey. And that's gonna keep my whiskey cold. Now, Let's rock and roll, shall we? All right. Nice big sip. Got on my Hornets jersey tonight. I finally got my Miles Bridges jersey in the mail. Took forever to get here because it came from China and shit don't come from China so well anymore. But it's awesome. Mike Bravo, love the video on the calculator guy. Thank you, brother. The problem is doing them more often is tough because we both have tight schedules. But we try. All right, so Ethereum. What are we seeing right now? Well, I don't want everybody to get their hopes up too hard. So overall, we still got a downtrend rocking here pretty hard. We've not made a higher high or a higher low yet. It's all been the other way around, okay? It's actually been all, so far, nothing but down. And that's brutal, but that's just the way that is, okay? This is all down. This is lower highs and lower lows forever. The good news is, what I am seeing, if we get down on the deep numbers here, we pull up our 821 EMA, we start to see that Ethereum has got 2 candles closed over the 8 EMA here. This is the Ethereum CME chart. So if you look here, you got 1 and 2 closed over the 8 EMA. That's an early buy signal. That is not a confirmed buy signal. That is an early buy signal. What do I mean by that? I mean, this isn't get your hopes up time because we really need to see some confirmation here. What confirmation would we like to see? I'd like to see the 8 EMA, which is the neon green line there, cross over top of the purple line, which is the 21 EMA. None of that started yet, okay? And because that hasn't started and that happened, I'm just not confirmed on what I see. Can we go a little deeper? Yes, we can. We pull up some indicators here. We look at the RSI. RSI was fading pretty hard here. You can see the trend line it created, right? Pretty gnarly. It looks to have broken this little short-term downtrend here. High Water X, good to see you, brother. Luce Jr., what's up? Ignacio, good to see you, brother. Hardy Boys, what's up? Wayne, Saint of Last Resorts, cool name. I judge you by your names. I don't know why, but I feel like some of these names are badass. Some of them suck. Some of them are badass. The Inferno Rain. The answer is yes, Inferno Rain. I'm not going to say them by name because if I say it by name, not the first one. If I say that by name, it's free press, and I don't give scams free press, okay? I see a break in this bearish ass strength building here, the RSI. It seems to be trying to build strength. We look at the MACD, similar situation. We start to see a green pop up on the histogram here. Not only that, but we got a good cross here, and it came a long way down. This is the first time we've had a positive cross on this MACD since all the way back on November 12th. It's a good sign for Ethereum. However, it's not confirmed. It's simply an early indicator. Let's jump back off of this. I'm going to go a little deeper. We already know that there was let me move this arrow out of the way so it doesn't mess with me. We already know about the CME gaps that were in here. Where were they? Well, let's take a gander here at the CME gaps right there. This one already closed. Okay, it was pretty tight, but it already closed. Then we have this one down here. CME gap right here. What gap am I referring to? Well, right here is what gap I'm referring to. There's a gap in the chart right here where the candles weren't touching each other, where there was an open and closing from a Friday afternoon to a Sunday afternoon. As you see, we got very close to touching it. If we flip it into linear mode here, it almost looks like it did touch it. So close, okay? Super, super close. Sketchy close. JC Size, good to see you, brother. First time listener. What's up, my brother? I believe you had a private consult, didn't you? Good to see you. Soldier B, good to see you. Nick Arellano, what's up? Evan, Andrew Ianashku, good to see you, brother. I don't think Big Drew made it. He can't stay up this late. He's these millennials, dude, they go to bed early, bro. These millennials go to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock. What is that shit, dude? That's not grown-up hours. Yeah, Andrew just said crypto is so tribal. Exactly right, dude. It doesn't have to be that way. We talk about that all the time. I don't want this to be a tribal thing. I want to work with everybody. But the problem is as these scams come in and we call them out and we find them, once we find them, the problem becomes people are invested in them and they really don't want to hear you tell them that they invested into a scam. And then they want to say, well, it might be a scam, but I made great money. Yeah, but at the same time, you promoted that scam, and that guy's going to do it again once he gets caught. He'll just make another one, and he'll create a new one, and then he'll create a new one, and then he'll create a new one, and then a new one. Or they'll create multiple at one time. Hint, hint. Okay? So be smart. Ashley Vandermeer, good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Nate Lambo? Oh, that one splashed in my face a little bit. Ultralink. Saw the collab vid. Story reminded me of my grandpa. Company he built made over $1 million a year. A few years after 2009, we were on food stamps. Bro, thank you. I appreciate the 5 bones. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. It's kind of the other way around for me right now, and I can't explain how amazing it is. We're making big things, and we're doing big things. This whole group has gone crazy. Everything's blown off the top, and I'm blown away by it. I still can't quite comprehend everything that's going on in my simp brain. Now, we talked about the RSI and the MACD. Let's pull up the pivots real quick and have a gander at that. That actually looks pretty neat because if you look here, we bounced off of S1. However, we haven't broken the pivot yet. And to break the pivot means go into bullish trading. But as you see, the pivot hasn't broken. We're still under it. And then if you throw in the 8 and 21 EMA, you start to see the 21 EMA is pretty much lined up with the pivot. Okay? To me, this looks like it's going to fade and bounce around and fool around under the pivot here, or right on top of the pivot, one way or the other. It's right there. It's not very good for me, okay? I want to see it do a little more than that. I'd like to see it cross that. And if it can cross that, that'd be great, okay? That'd be a good sign. I'm an Instagram investor. I hear you, bro. If I could invest in Instagram, I would, but they don't want no part of my money. So let's take the pivots off here. All right. Move that back up. Now, let's pull a Fibonacci retracement on this. Go back in time a little bit to the weekly here so we can see the highs and lows. If we do that now, we start on this low point back in July and we pull to the top. What do we see? A beautiful 786, 886 smack right here on Sniper's Alley. What is Sniper's Alley? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? But what we see here, beautiful. We had a downtrend, made an uptrend, and now we started another downtrend, and the downtrend went directly to the 786 line to a T. This makes me think this gap is closed based on this. We've jumped over the 618 in the other direction. How far are we going to go? Did we prove anything yet? No, we haven't. Okay, so this is a weekly chart. Let's dig a little deeper, and let's be hypothetical here for a moment, and let's say this starts to try to reverse back up. 100 people on here, that's 5 or 6 streams in a row. Thank y'all. So let's start at the top and pull the bottom here. And let's pretend for a moment that this thing's going to break north. Okay. Might not do that. And there's a very high probability that it won't. But I want to be hypothetical just to prove the point here. Right here's the 50 fib. Most important fib on the chart. So we need to break this line in order to be back into an uptrend to help prove an uptrend. That's a long way from that, isn't it? In fact, it's so far that it feels a little unbelievable to me. It feels like that's going to take quite a long time to happen. In fact, the 8 and the 21 EMA are turned downward. Okay, they're pointing short, not long. That's not good. Because of that, that immediately gives me more pause. So I feel like this is a short-term high right now. And because it's a short-term high, I don't have any proof of some buys. I'm still not in. I'm still not doing anything yet. I'm still sitting on the sideline waiting to see a little bit more confirmation until I make my move. That's just the way I feel about it. Please feel free to do your own thing and make your own moves, all right? I don't want anybody to think that you have to do what I say or that I'm the god of this, that, and the other. That's not the way this works. I am one dude, one voice. Yes, I collaborate with many, and I like to collaborate with many to get many opinions on what I think or what someone else thinks, and we can make a better decision that way, okay? That's how I do it. Now, I talked about Ethereum, and that's what I wanted to talk about was a thumbnail a little bit. Now I'm going to get into the lingo portion that we talked about what we would do, all right? We talked about a little bit on Tuesday, just different things that mean different things. Now I'm going to do a little farther with it, all right? So, learning the lingo, part 2. All right, some simple chart patterns that you're going to see me talk about all the time that some people may not fully understand. I've written down some of them here. You don't have to follow these, okay? But these are some basic, simple ones. that, in my opinion, happen all the time. A head and shoulders pattern. A head and shoulders pattern is a bearish formation that usually indicates downward movement. Are there head and shoulder movements happening right now? Yes, there is. In fact, that's on one of the tokens that everybody likes to talk about. Multiple tokens are making head and shoulders. And we'll talk about them in a minute, okay? But if you can imagine, it's the head, two shoulders, and a neckline, okay? And when that price breaks the neckline, it tends to go down farther, okay? That's a head and shoulders pattern. What's an inverse head and shoulders? An inverse head and shoulders is the exact same thing, flipped upside down. And this is a bullish pattern that usually indicates upward movement. It will test the neckline, break the neckline, and once it breaks the neckline, you get a farther run up. It's a beautiful thing. Zilliqa would be an amazing example of that, and we're going to show that, okay? A cup and handle. We did a stream about cup and handles not too long ago, okay? Cup and handle takes 3 to 6 months to form, sometimes even longer than that. And it slowly plays out an upward trend reversal, meaning there was a downtrend, but it sweeps up and becomes an uptrend. It tests support afterwards and forms the handle of a cup. And then from there moves up farther towards take profit lines usually. It takes a long time to play out. So if you're talking about a cup and handle on a 4-hour chart, I'm not listening to you because you're wrong, okay? A pennant or a triangle, what is that? Well, pennant and triangles are kind of neat. Essentially, you can draw trend lines when you see a downtrend and trend lines when you see an uptrend, and you can see the price moving toward the end of the triangle. When you see that happens, it tends to bounce the price back and forth over and over and over again into a triangle shape. You can see this break about to form. You just have to watch closely and look. Once you see this form about to break, you can tell whether it's going to be a bullish break or a bearish break, depending on which way it goes. I love pennants. I draw them all the time. They work, okay? Bullish divergence. Bullish divergence was talked about a couple streams ago, but people keep asking me what divergences mean. Well, essentially, when the chart is flat, but the RSI has strength going upward, that's bullish divergence because the strength is building, but the price isn't moving yet. Bullish divergence, okay? Bearish divergence, that's when the chart is flat, okay? But the RSI and other indicators that indicate strength or trading are falling downward, okay? Chart's flat, but it's losing strength. This typically means that the price is going to go down rather than up, okay? It's just a simple little indicator that doesn't necessarily always work, but we've seen it time and time again. Supply zone. What is a supply zone? Well, the supply zone is an area of potential accumulation or buy pressure. Oftentimes, you'll see me, it's heading toward the supply zone. It's heading toward this, heading toward that, okay? That's just where the price may or may not reverse based on people buying or selling, okay? Same thing with the demand zone, an area of potential distribution or selling pressure, okay? I tend to call this sniper's alley, but you can call that the demand zone or the distribution zone, whichever one you would like. They all mean the same thing. Essentially, a sell-off happens right there, okay? And when there's a sell-off, does that sound good? No. Typically means that the price goes down, okay? We're selling off, we're removing our assets, we're getting rid of them, or we're selling them. That's some simple lingo for you. And now I'm going to show you these things on the chart. We'll go through them little by little here, okay? Now, let's look at a head and shoulders pattern. Daily. Let's see if I can find a good. I think there's one on XRP from back in the day. Oh, yes. Head and shoulders. The fateful moment, right? So essentially we see it right here. That's exactly what we're talking about. Picture with me, if you will. A drawing tool, where you at? Right there. Here would be the head of the person, okay? Here would be a shoulder and a shoulder, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to see this play out. This is a head and shoulders formation. There's a clear and defined neckline. Can't mistake it, okay? When you see the neckline break, the price falls. And then it falls and falls and falls until it goes to the next available support zone. Wherever that may be different on your chart, may be different on another chart, okay? That's a head and shoulders pattern. Yes, they can be slightly slanted up or slightly slanted down so long as they follow the same fundamentals. A head, two shoulders, and a neckline, okay? That's a head and shoulders pattern. It's extremely bearish, okay? I know, right, Nick? Sorry, it's just the best example, bro. Sorry. Sorry. So let's go to Zeal. All right. Zeal is a good example of an inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders is the exact opposite. Instead of being bearish, it's very bullish, okay? And here we go. We have the head, okay? Then we have shoulder and shoulder. As you see, it's the exact same thing. It's just flipped upside down. Is there a clear and defined neckline? Yes, there is, right here. Man, this chart is beautiful. After it breaks the neckline, off it goes. And it goes all the way to the next available resistance line. That resistance line was right here and has since tried it and failed it and came back down and failed it again. And now we're pulling back more. And we're heading back to support, it appears. It appears it could come all the way back down here to this neckline and test again. It's very possible. You could reload this neckline and put it right around here somewhere. And you maybe argue the neckline's down here. However you want to do this, whatever. The point is the head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders played out here, okay? Now, let's look and see if we can find a little bit of bearish or bullish divergence. And we see it right here, okay? As you look here, you see strength falling at this point right here. Man, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Whew. Thought I was going to sneeze. It didn't come out. Oh, goodness. Girlfriend had an allergy issue today. She went to bed early because she was having some sneezing and some drainage issues. So redraw this. Right here, you start to see your strength topping out, okay? At the same time, you see the price still going up or flat. When you see this, this is bearish divergence. You are losing strength. You're losing strength at the same time the chart is going flat or sideways or up, okay? That is bearish divergence. Is there such a thing as bullish divergence? Yes, there is. Shall we look at some? And we shall. Let's see if I can find a good one here. There's a ton of bad charts. Algorand, does it have it? Yeah, there's a little bit right here. Okay. As you see, a short-term move here, but nonetheless, some strength building here, right? You can see that. It's not much, but the point is I want you to be able to see it. You have strength building. Same time, the chart is flat or sideways or barely moving up. This is a sign of bullish divergence, okay? Price hasn't broken anything special, but the strength is building. This is likely to break because of that, okay? Bullish divergence. Very cool. We use these patterns all the time. They work very, very well. Drawing pennants. Which one's a good pennant chart to draw? ADA. Do I have a good pennant placement here? Yeah, right here is a good one. So we had price action slowly falling back here. Slowly falling, slowly falling. At the same time, you had angles going in different directions here, okay? You're trying to draw this thing perfectly and trying to dial it in just so. It doesn't have to be just so, but what we're looking for is this price action to bounce back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and continue trying to break until you see the break coming. Then after the break, you get a test and it takes off. This is a bullish break. You can have the exact same thing happen in the other direction. These pennants work, okay? We draw them all the time. I'm just doing a little rough one right now to give you a simple explanation. You could get on me and say, that's not the right place. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it, dude. I'm trying to get you close and understand the basics here. Not trying to reinvent the wheel. That's not necessary, okay? It's just simple. Let's look at that. I'll look at right there. Hold on. I'll write that down. Trying to read some comments over here too so I can answer all of them later. Now, let's talk about supply zone and demand zone. I'll go back to Ethereum for this because it's a good example. All right. essentially here, we have hit our supply zone or accumulation zone. Move this out of the way. What area am I talking about? Well, if we pull these fibs back up, from the bottom up, okay, we see our accumulation zone right here, our 786,886 area. The price came down to the accumulation area. It hit the accumulation area. This is the point where we buy or we gain some assets. We increase our amount. We accumulate or we buy and we get more into it, okay? Accumulation zone. Vice versa, there's a redistribution zone, okay? Let's find one of those for you, shall we? I know where one is, everybody. Oh, this is going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. We're going back to Grandpa here, okay? Here we go. Ready to see some redistribution? And we shall. And we shall. Okay, there's the top. Here's our bottom down here. Here is our redistribution zone. Sorry, somebody pulled in the driveway and backed out there. Bam. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better redistribution. You ran right up to Sniper's Alley. That's why I call it Sniper's Alley, because redistribution, when you try to run through Sniper's Alley on any video game where you're playing a first-person shooter, you never run out in Sniper's Alley. Why? Because someone's likely to shoot you, and you're likely to be killed in the video game because of that and die and have to start over. So you don't run out in Sniper's Alley. You're going to get shot. You get your head knocked off. This is a perfect example. You had accumulated down here at the bottom. After you accumulated, you ran up, you hit the redistribution zone, and you sold off, okay? You gave the demand up. People demanded it, and you gave it to them. No more supply. Now it's demand or redistribution or Sniper's Alley and selling. This is how it works, okay? Sorry, folks. There's not much to it. It's not as hard as you think. You just have to apply these simple things that I say and use them for yourself. Perhaps you don't like the terminology. You want to change it to something else. That's fine. Change it to something else. I need you to understand, though, people who do technical analysis a lot are going to use these terms, and that's why I use them and wanted to have these little moments to talk about this, to explain why these terms matter, okay? You're going to hear them. And since you're going to hear them, I want you to understand that they're going to matter or don't matter. And when they come up, be ready for them, okay? Don't shrug away from them. Embrace them and do better, okay? That's what I mean by it, okay? That's 30 minutes. Let me get a drink here, and we'll answer some questions real quick. I wrote down link because someone asked about it, and we do FTM. If you guys want a chart to look at, we can talk about them here. I got 70 likes right now, 105 people watching. So how about we make it 105 likes? That would be awesome. There's some whiskey. Oh, I've got these little drinks over here I forgot. My cleaning lady brought. I never tried. Let's see. I got strawberry, banana, Captain Morgan white rum, coconut. I already tried the coconut. It's kind of ass. Let's try the banana one. Whatever, right? Litecoin, CRV. Yes, we can. Hang on one second here. If you haven't been here before, this is a grown-up stream, everybody. This is Crypto After Dark. It is not Hey Barney or fucking Dora the Explorer or Diego. It's the grown-up stream, okay? So we drink here and we have a good time and we speak like grown-ups, like adults, okay? Can't handle yourself here. You can't handle yourself anywhere. So grow up, all right? Cheers, everybody. Oh, my God. That is candy, everybody. Holy crap. Let's go. Ooh. Chase that a little bit. It tastes like Runts, the candy. Man. Oh, Pepper. Message me again, Pepper. My bad. I'm sorry. I get 1,000 things going and I forget. I'm sorry. VET, got you. What did V-Chain? Stackos. Stackos. Let me turn off this fucking Discord beeping. I hear it. You guys are over there talking. Lingo talk. Absolutely, Leo Double G. Good to see you, brother. Halliburton. Yep. I haven't looked at that one in forever. PYR. Please understand if you're giving me a scam, I'm not going to look at it. CRV. ADA. Gotcha. What else? T-share. Yeah. Gotcha. DAG. Okay, Jason R. No problem. And what else? H bar. Yeah. H bar. Okay, let's look through some of these first. We'll start with link. Daily link. All right, let's put up some indicators here and just get a brief example. Like I'm already looking at this and I don't think it looks so great right now. And you're in the wait a minute zone. You have an early buy on link here, but you don't have anything confirmed yet. MACD has started to cross over. That's good, but it still looks sideways. It's in bearish trading. RSI is right on the 40 line. Link has shown me nothing just yet. It's close, but again, lots of them are close. Pivot is way up here at 20 bucks. Long way to go here for Link. It's got to make some more moves here, and nowhere near the cloud at all either. So, as far as it goes, not yet on Link. Close, but not good enough. Okay, FTM. Just need a little bit more confirmation, is what I'm trying to say. More confirmation and prove it. So FTM hit the 50 fib here and is dancing around very carefully with the 50 fib. We've lost volume on sells here on the MACD, which is good. We're losing sellers. That's good. Problem is we still haven't crossed over. Okay, it hasn't crossed over yet. RSI flat. It's under the 8 and the 21. FTM is still right on the border of being a go or a no-go. It's still right there. It needs to either break 230 or fail down to 181. It's right on the edge. Nothing right now. It's so close though. Okay, not yet. VET. All right, same thing as VET with Link. You got almost the exact same look. You got the cross on the MACD. Only on this one, the RSI is building, and you're not to 40 yet. So I think this one's got a little more to it. VET very well may test this 21 EMA at 006. Excuse me. Yeah, it very well may go up to the 006 here on this, and it could even touch, yeah, 006. That's a good number. All right, so that's VET. Close, but still not there. Stack O's. I'll have to go over to this one for that. Stack O's. Dollar. Building a pennant. Interesting. Okay. This is what we just talked about. See this, folks? It's not quite ready yet. Close, but no cigar. Prove it. Break the trend line. Prove it. Hasn't done so yet. Indicators are as such. MACD is trying to turn up but hasn't. RSI is just right at 50. It's not quite there yet. It's close though. The cloud, no. Okay, the cloud's actually about to get hit by the candles. We're going to see if it breaks through or not real soon on Stackos. Still nothing yet though. 821 EMA. Man, tight, but no go. Tight, but no go. It needs another day or two to prove it. Halliburton. What's the ticker on Halliburton? There it is. It's just HAL. You want to know about that Dick Cheney stock? Boy, look at fucking Halliburton. Interesting that someone brings up Halliburton when we get ready to potentially go to war with Russia. It's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, it's been on a bit of a tear here. Let's look at the weekly first. Man, I just noticed the difference in volume when I move around the microphone here. I'm sorry, it's a habit that I touch the microphone and massage it just so. Okay? Just a habit, I'm sorry. All right. So the weekly made an inverse head and shoulders here and played out wonderfully. Right there's our neckline. Here you had a shoulder, head, shoulders. broke the neckline, and it's off and running. Where's it going to stop at? The next resistance, which is about where it's at now, okay? As far as the daily goes, still not a sell. It's still technically go. We look at our indicators, though. See that the MACD is really, really high, and it's got some bearish divergence to it. You'll see that the RSI here is forming a lower high, so it's a little bit of bearish divergence on the RSI. So be careful here on Halliburton. We may get a bit of a pullback here, and I'm not saying it's going to be some massive rip down, but it may be a bit of a pullback. Let's be careful. PYR. Are you talking about Vulcan Forged or Pyro Network? Because there's multiple different ones. Vulcan Forged, that's probably not the one you mean, but Vulcan Forged is turning over into a buy right now. You got a lot of good indicators right here on this one, this Vulcan Forged PYR. Not exactly there yet, but no. Danny Lee, absolutely not. We don't talk about scams here. I 100% will not give scams free press. If you would like to talk about scams, please feel free to join their Discord where they hype themselves up nonstop. But you won't get that here. I only do keeping it real. If I can't keep it real, I won't talk about it. It's as simple as that. SBL oil. Okay. SBL oil. BTC double bottom. Potentially won't. We look at that too. Hey, what's up, Steven? Late night for you, brother. Hey, get it, Keith. He said, good to see you, brother. Drinks on Steven. Probably got the baby in his lap. Let's go. I'm catching him on the beard. I haven't shaved in 11 days. Look at that. Growing up, I'm going to try to be like Steven when I grow up. I already had a few shots, Steven, so get with it. Catch up, brother. Oh, he's dabbing on us. Okay. If this is the PYR you're discussing, if this is the PYR you're discussing, not a bad looking chart at all. Okay. In fact, it's really, really close to being great. So I'm going to mark this one as separate because I like the way it looks. CRV. CRV is in the wait a minute zone. This is another one that's kind of ahead of the pack a bit. You've got positive crosses on the MACD. RSI is in between 40 and 50. I'd like to see better than that. Again, same situation where it's in the wait a minute zone. Hasn't broken through that yet. Pivot's way up there at $4.18. Remember that the 50 fib is at $4.30 here for the big monthly 50 fib. Hasn't gotten there yet at all. A lot of work left to do there. A lot of input to move it, and just hasn't done it yet. A bit misleading in that aspect. So I'm going to wait on CRV here. I've been burned before by this coin, and it has maybe some good money. At the same time, I've lost some. Now, we could potentially be having a wick-off formation here because we've forgotten about that because we haven't talked about it lately, but we were looking at this earlier. So you got 1, 2, 3. Then you got your up and fail, and then you get down, fail, down. And then you get an upward move after that, okay? But first, you have to let this play out all the way. This may or may not have a double bottom. We haven't figured that out yet. Be very careful. Again, like I said, this isn't confirmed. And since it isn't a confirmed buy, you should be very careful. It's an early buy, but not confirmed. We need to break and hold that 21 EMA, and then we need to cross that 821 over so that it proves to you. Crypto said, Terry said, you ever heard of it? Yeah, I've heard about it, bro. Just stop talking about it. Solana, let's look at Solana now. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? I'm an idiot, dude. I have no idea why you people listen to me, but whatever. I realize that I may have information that's helpful, but I'm a freaking idiot. I really am. I just get on here and blabber and talk, and people pay attention, and it blows my mind. Solana's had a really, really hard run here. The good news is I'm pretty sure you've been watching this, and you see that 2 over the 8 EMA right there. Okay. Needed to break the 21, not confirmed yet, just like the others. Pivot is right there as well. So not only do I want to see this break the 8 and the 21, I want to see it break 120 bucks. Break and hold 120 bucks. Hasn't done it just yet. What I do like is you've got MACD turned up. That's good news. Hasn't happened that way in a long time. Same thing with the RSI. in between 40 and 50. It's got a little bit of room to move around here, but I need to see it break and hold. It hasn't done it quite yet. So it's still a not yet for me on this one. ADA, been watching this one closely because it made me a good bit of money, and I haven't made any money on it since I made that good bit of money. I'd like for that to change. This hasn't happened yet. Dude, all these pivots are killing me. Hang on. Okay, much better. So, ADA, similar situation. You've gotten one over the 8 EMA. Now you're trying to get your second closed. Same thing with the 821 EMA is sweeping, but nothing confirmed just yet. You did bounce off the old S2. You're under the pivot. Again, I want to see these get over the pivot, because if they get over the pivot, then that gives me a more bullish sentiment. Just don't have that yet. Just don't have any of that yet. So, gimme. Not yet on ADA. DAG. Have a gander at DAG. This DAG node is getting more and more and more affordable, isn't it? Man, I remember when this was stupid priced, and stupid money. Getting more and more affordable. Similar situation. You got the 8 and 21 almost about to cross on DAG. This is actually better looking than most. You're 2 over the 8 EMA. You're also 2 over the 21. If this crosses, that's great. I need it to get up here and break this pivot to prove it, which would also roughly be this trend line. I like the MACD. I like the RSI. This is one of the better looking ones. It's better looking than most that we've seen so far. So I'm going to give DAG an almost. It's so close. It needs a day or two more. When we come back Thursday, we'll double check this one again. H-bar. H-bar. Bam. All right. 2 over the 8 EMA again. Similar situations to the other ones, just not quite there yet. Again, some of these are so close. So close. But they're just not crossing over to that edge right there where it's perfect yet. Close isn't good enough, everybody. I need you to understand that. I need a little bit more than close. I need better than that. T-share. I'm not high risk, okay? I'm more risk adverse. I'm not going to take massive risks. I'm going to be very, very careful with my money. I come from a place where we don't have any money. And because I don't have any money, I don't want to lose the very, very small amount that I've got. I don't have it to just blow like some people. What you're seeing right now on Twitter and other places is going on a lot is people have so much money that they can afford to lose a large amount and they don't care. The difference is, while we can do that, they say, you can't because you don't have the same amount of money they do. But you see them doing it, so you think you should do it. And that's the power of social media influence, which I'm super not cool with. I'm super not cool with that. By the way, we crossed 10,000 Twitter followers today. 10,000 Twitter followers today. I saved the screenshot because 10,000 of nobody have ever wanted to do anything with me before. But here we are. 10,000 followers. Figure that shit out. That really happened, okay? Still kind of melts my mind that all this is going on. Tickles me, it says. Tickles me pink. Now, Tomb shares, again, it looks a lot like what we just saw. We have DAG. 2 over the 21. 2 over the 8. Very good. Let me see them cross. I like the MACD. I like the RSI, even though I don't have much data there. It's still better than nothing. Let's jump to the 12-hour. The 12-hour looks great. Yep, 12 hours, good to go. 12 hours says run with it, and I believe it may. There's not very much to resistance here, so that may go to about 16,377 before it stops any, which is great. Tomb shares is so close, and I kind of like it, so I'm going to say yes until Thursday. How about that? Ooh, how about that? Anyone we have a look, please? Matthew Moore, are you in the right place to help with that? Congrats. Well, thank you, Stephen. Yo, I'm Joy. Good to see you. I've understood more in a week of watching your TA content compared to last year. So year easily. So keep blathering. Bro, thank you, Liam. I appreciate all the good well wishes from everybody. It's awesome. I don't ask for them. But it is a welcome change compared to what I get most of the time, which is fuck you, Keith. Blah, 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 blah. You think you know everything. Blah, blah, blah. I don't. I don't think I know everything. In fact, I know I don't know enough. Hence why I'm constantly trying to learn more. Luna, near, writing these down for you. QSP. Okay, Ali, I got you, brother. Um, don't ever follow no one, Keith. Yeah, I don't, brother. I lead only. I don't follow anybody. And that's not to say anybody doesn't need to be followed. It's just that I don't follow them. Does BTC ever factor into what altcoins you invest in? I've been burned by bots tanking altcoins because of BTC tanking. Depends, Mason. Sometimes BTC dominance goes up and you're going to see more movement with BTC. Other times you'll see BTC flounder and altcoins do their own things. It's less important than it was before, meaning that dominance has slowly fallen and fallen over the years. It's gotten to the point where Bitcoin dominance is not as important as it was before. It's slowly faded away, okay? That may change in the future, but right now, you're seeing Bitcoin still be the big daddy, but losing constantly to the other coins. Down to 41% dominance. It did have a little bit of a move up, but as you see, it curled over and rolled. Now the MACD and the RSI are both pointing down. So all the others have gone up. USDC is up. Tether's up. Okay. We're seeing everything move in and out of other stuff. And Bitcoin is not necessarily doing anything amazing, right? So let's think about that next time. I want everybody to understand that. Oh, the jersey. No, it's not Mellow. It's Miles Bridges. Yeah, they're out of Mellow jerseys, dude. I ordered a Mellow jersey and they refunded me and said we can't fill your order. And I was like, damn it, dude. I wanted my Mellow jersey, so I just went with the Miles Bridges one, and I went with the old school throwback, but it's not the original old school. It's the new school old school jersey. So it's got the pinstripes that old boy designed, the same guy who designed the Tar Heel jerseys, but it's got the old school look, but it doesn't have the old school tiny pinstripes or the Argyle. So I'm gonna get one of those, but they're out of stock everywhere right now, which kind of sucks. Okay, let's get Luna. Luna. Go. Tony the motherfucking Node Savage. USD JPY has been tickling me pink. We're going to do that one first. Why? Because Tony the fucking Savage comes in there and interrupts the system. Ooh. You been long on this or short, Tony? Because that's a lower high, brother. That bitch is rolling over trying to play dead. I see this short, dude. Under the pivot. Yeah, brother. I like this short. US dollar versus Japanese dollars. What this is right here. It's a Forex pair. And it's the difference in money. It's the difference in the cost or the value of the money. Right now, what you're seeing is that the US dollar is losing strength to the Japanese yen. It's under the pivot. This may be long to 114.9, 115 even, but it's short from there. I like it short from there. Man, it just came long too, but it made a lower high. That's the problem. Yeah, I would be careful here. I bet you this falls. Man, that's tough though. Yeah, it's lower high. I gotta say it's coming down. I have to say it's coming down. I need to see it. Prove it to me first. Let's go though. By the way, let's get this drink in. Thank you, sir. Woo. Thank you, Tony. Luna USD. Yeah, Luna's completely short. There's nothing good about this right now. It did bounce S1, and then you see, S2, and now S1 has moved into the same spot as S2, which is good. You're seeing the volatility tighten. You're seeing the pivots tighten, which means volatility will increase. I like that. Problem is, you've got nothing good right here on the indicators that tell you to go. Everything's short. So I would say no on Luna. New school, old school, technical analysis consultant. Thank you, Existence. I try, brother. I can't do it, Jason. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'll talk about it in the Discord group, but I won't talk about it on the live streams or on Twitter anymore. People have ruined it. The community of that particular coin has become so toxic, okay, that I don't want to give them props anymore. Justin, bro, I know you know Blue Hawaiians. Thank you, brother. That community has become so toxic that I don't want to give them any more props. Okay. I can't do it anymore. If you want props, then have a better community. But your community has turned rotten. I can't deal with that. I'm just not going to do it. Let's do near. Then I got to try to find this oil company that he mentioned. So I mentioned SBL oil. I got to pull that up. And near, same thing. Short everywhere on near. No thank you at all here. Nothing good yet. This is a day or two away from something good, but nothing yet. It may change by Thursday. QSP. Is that on TradingView? Yep. Quant stamp. Oh, man. Look at you go, Ali. Damn, bro. You come out here with a burner. Whew. Super close. Man, that thing made a run too, dude. Look at that thing go. Damn. All right, now obviously it overbought everywhere, but on the weekly, I bet you it's not. On the weekly, it's just out making a decent move, but it did smack that pivot right there. So be very careful. This could fail right here on QSP and come back and peel back some. Right now, it's trying to. If it does fail, where's it going to come back to? I've got 0.52 or 0.47. Be careful on QSP. Apple is ready to go. Hey, Tony. When Chuck Norris stands in front of a mirror, the mirror shatters because no glass is dumb enough to get in between two Chuck Norrises. Damn it, dude. That's pretty good. Just typed in my emotions in TV and found nothing. Just typed in my... Damn it, Wayne. That's pretty good. I typed in emotions in TradingView and found nothing. That's great, bro. Yeah, but I talked about Apple a little bit the other day. I put it on Twitter for everyone to look at and argue about. It came down and smacked support, and after it smacked support, it's trying to break trend. And in fact, it looks as though it may have. All your indicators are pointing up. It took a nice heavy nose punch, but it appears to be pulling back after smacking support, which is great. I don't want to see any of these big dog stocks fail. And the reason is there's so many people that are employed there. There's so many people who work there. There's so many people who work for the affiliates of these companies that if they fail, that's bad for everybody, man. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see everybody fail. That would suck if everybody failed. You know what I'm saying? Let's not all fail. SBL oil. No, I don't see it anywhere, brother. Send me that ticker and I'll look it up. I'll look it up via the ticker. But I will do crude oil real quick. Crude oil still on the rise. We talked about this a couple streams ago. Still plugging away, heading toward take profits. Where's take profits? Roughly 91 to 92 bucks. Right around R2 on the pivots. After that, it wants to go to 96. It can. Man, that is a brutal price for fuel. But that's just the way it is. Let me write this down. WTI crude is a buy. It's long, not a buy. It's long as shit. VPAD crypto, you know anything about it? Would check in the USDT daily chart. Yeah, we just looked at the stablecoin charts. They're both up. They're both heading toward take profits. Looks like this one did nose over and it hit take profits on USDC, and then Tether. You're stuck in Sniper's Alley. So we'll see. Google with a dragonfly doji. Let's look and see. Ooh, man. Good call, brother. That's a bullish looking chart if I've ever seen one. Juno, I got you. MPS. Hang on. Juno. That's Juno. Let's go to the daily. Daily looks great. Well, this is an excellent MPS. This is an excellent call. Thank you, dude. That's a beautiful looking chart. Look at that thing go. Man, a higher high. All the indicators are turned up. That looks great. PHLX could be a buy opportunity. Would love your thoughts. Let's see. PHLX. Didn't pull up there. I feel like semiconductor. It's really, really, really close to a buy signal on the daily. You got the same wick off formation. We had triple top, fail, pop, down, and then you're going to make this could make a double bottom. Pivot is right there at 35.69. This is 35.10. So this thing could go up just a touch more and then fail. I don't want to see you get caught, so be very careful here. Would only want a Muggsy jersey if I was getting a Charlotte one. Bro, I love Muggsy Bogues, but don't get me wrong. But Muggsy Bogues is not one of my favorite Hornets of all time. There are far too many good ones, dude. There are far too many good ones. You got, first and foremost, Grandma Ma, Larry Johnson. Alonzo Mourning, whether you like him or not, okay? Followed by plenty of others, dude. Glenn Rice, fucking murderer with that basketball in his hand. Eddie Jones, great player, okay? Baron Davis, amazing Hornet. LaMelo Ball, amazing player. Miles Bridges, one of my other favorites. That's why I'm rocking the jersey tonight, okay? Terry Rozier is a great Hornet. Gordon Hayward is pretty good, not great. But there are a lot of good ones out there. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some Muggsy, dude. Muggsy Bogues was a phenomenon. We used to love. I talking about the Hornets gets me emotional, so I'm going to stop. Okay, but it's much farther down the rabbit hole than you think. Okay, the Hornets are a big deal to me. It's just a big deal to me. You can get a great yield on Juno on Osmosis as well. It's a zone on Cosmos Network. What's the APY on that, Steven? Tell me real quick. I'll tell everybody about it. I would only want to, I'm going to talk about that. I'd like to see SPY. Okay, gotcha. SPY with a similar look, trying to get over the 21. It's over the pivot. I like this better than I like the other one. I bet you this does its thing here. And as long as it can stay in a hold over 450, that's excellent. This is very, very good. I really like the long prospects on this one. I'll write that down. Good call, whoever called that out. Excellent. Let's see. Is AVAX close to a buy? AVAX. I didn't eat any dinner because I had lunch. Me and Andrew and Eric and Chris went out and had lunch. And I ate a fuck ton, dude. So I didn't eat dinner and I'm feeling it. I'm trying to lose weight too. I done started a damn diet, bro. It's a fucking train wreck over here. All right. So interestingly enough, on AVAX, you're close. It's really, really, really close. You got 2 over if it closes here, but the thing is, you still don't have that cross yet. And the same thing as others. Pivot is right there, $80. This could cruise sideways, which would be a quote unquote buy, but you don't want to buy sideways charts. You want to buy up charts. And the reason is because you want your money to make money for you. You don't want it to sit there and do nothing. You'd be better off in stables, staking them for a decent percentage than you would if you got into a chart that goes down or sideways. It's just the math. That's just the math of it. Looks. Let's see if we can find looks. Never heard of that hoe before. Looks rare or looks ETH or what? That's all looks real. Never mind. I'm stupid. All right. So yeah, that's an excellent looking chart, dude. Looks is over the 8, over the 21. RSI is bullish. Looks is a good to go current chart. Excellently done, sir. Juno Osmo, Juno Atom, Juno UST, Juno Euro, all around 30 to 50% APR. Excellent, dude. You can get 60% APR on Juno Atom and the LP pool and Osmosis. Nice. That's a really good percentage. So, very much take Steven's advice. If he tells you something like that, it's probably a pretty smart thing to do. So, 12 a.m. on the dot. That's your Tuesday stream, everybody. I'm not going to do any more. We always stop at an hour to keep it professional. Thank you, everybody. 106 people, 96 likes. Y'all are the fucking man. Thank you. And the women. I appreciate everybody. From me, from the assassins, from Steven, from all the people in the world who help things go around, okay? For all the helpful, constructive people out there. And for the haters, too. Listen, thank you for everything. I can't do this on my own. I don't do this on my own. I have a bang-up team, dude. Thank you to the assassins. Thank you all the admins. Y'all are badass. I'll leave you with this in the words of Notorious B.I.G., the late, great Biggie. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, man, and I appreciate that. Thank you. See y'all on Thursday, man. Y'all hang